Hey everybody, Krystal Gamer here with a new video today. This one is on how to create skylights in The Sims. And since we have our new glass roofs, I thought it might be nice. I thought maybe a few people might be wanting to know how to make kind of realistic looking skylights in The Sims. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to do that to this house here. This is a modified version of my Captain Ree's beach house. I took off the captain's walk up top. So if anyone's interested in seeing the full thing, I'll include a link at the end and down below. But for right now, we're going to say that our two girls are interested in adding a skylight into the kitchen area of their beach house. So, and I realize it's not on the beach either. It's, like I say, it's a modified version. I moved the house. But nonetheless, we're going to go down and we're going to look at their kitchen here. So their kitchen is right here. And they want to add a skylight so that it's just over this main kitchen area. They want to add some brightness because they don't really have any windows on this side of the house. So they're looking to add some brightness in the kitchen. And we can tell where it is by the vent right here, because I have the stove and I have the vent on the other side. So we can see that. So how we're going to do this is first we're going to take this roof back. I'm going to move this other vent piece here, and hopefully remember to put it back after I'm done. And I'm going to move this roof back beyond this vent here because that's where we're going to put our skylight. I'm going to take the eave back on this, and I'm going to do that by hitting shift and moving the arrow there. So I'm going to take that eave back. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a half gable roof piece. So one of these here. I'm going to rotate it around. I'm hitting the less than sign to do that rotation. I'm going to drag this out here and move it down in line with the existing roof, and I'm going to paint it the existing roof color. I'm going to get rid of the eaves on both sides. Well, I'm going to take it down a size and get rid of the eaves on both sides. I also want to make sure that I match the existing trim, which I think is that. Yes. Okay. Match the existing trims, match the existing colors. Okay, so I have a matched piece right here, and this is 2 squares wide, which is how wide the girls want the skylight. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to rotate it. Again, I'm using the greater than and less than signs for rotation. So now I've rotated it around. It's in that spot. I'm going to copy it one more time, make another duplicate. And I'm going to take this first piece down so that there's only about 2 squares. I think it's 1, 2. Yep, that's good. 2 squares is good, I think. And I'm going to move this piece over to here. And then I'm going to take this one up 1. And then I'm going to bring it up and make it match that top section. And I'm going to do that by holding down the Alt and using the arrow. So the Alt allows for fine movements of the roof pieces, and I'm looking for an exact match there. Good. I have that. Then I'm going to take this roof piece. I'm going to copy it, move it to the front, mash it up just like it was before. Bring out the eave. I'm doing that to bring out one side. I'm holding shift and I'm dragging. And now I'm going to make this here into our skylight. There we go. And we can see I've got a little bit of overhang on the eave on this one here. So I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to bring that back. And there we go. We have the skylight into their house. We can see. Now we can see part of the bathroom. If we don't want to do that, say the girls only want the kitchen part visible. You can see the line there between the kitchen and the bathroom. We can add a ceiling in if we want. We can just pop in that ceiling right there, which is actually a floor. We can even paint it if we want. If you want to paint it, move this roof piece over, get it out of the way so that that ceiling piece is exposed right there, and we can paint that if we want. We can even decorate it. If the girls want to use that for decoration, say, for instance, I'm going to grab pretty much anything that looks decent. It doesn't really matter what it is. Just to show that it can be done. I'm going to put this back, and and there we go. So the girls could use that as a little decoration area. Now, we do have a gap here that some of you may have noticed. If I bring this roof back, you can see that there's a gap between these two pieces. This will happen if your roof is an odd number of spaces wide. If your roof is an even number of spaces wide, you can match these two things up and get the roof to meet in the middle by taking the eaves back, and you lose the gap, and it's not a problem. But unfortunately, when you have an odd number of spaces wide for your roof, you do have a gap like this. Now, there's a few solutions for this gap. You can use something like this, and that hides most of it. So you can use some kind of roof fixture or something like that. You can also take this roofing piece, move it over one, and you can see it comes up there. But if I use shift and I pull that back, I can get rid of the eave and make it disappear. And so that's all the way back now, and we can't really see the gap. And yeah, so that's how skylights look. And I'm hoping that this was helpful to you guys. And if it was, please don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe and hit the little bell for notifications so you get reminded to come back on and see me again sometime. And I thank you for spending the time with me today. Bye now.